After the morning meeting at my workplace, just as I reached the second floor of our wooden office building, there was an incredibly bright flash, as if a huge magnesium bulb had gone off in my face. It went bang, with shocking impact. People all around me were bleeding from injuries due to the broken glass from windows. I was probably the only one who remained unharmed there. When I looked over in the direction of the city center, a raging fire was blazing. I wondered what in the world had happened. What happened that day at 8:15 in the morning, what I witnessed, I will never forget for the rest of my life. The black rain that fell was pitch black, as if it had been mixed with black ink. So, for example, a ceramic rice bowl exposed to the black rain was covered with a coat of what looked like coal tar that couldn't be washed off. Also, after a while, my mother and I finally realized that we were hungry. Neither of us had eaten anything since the previous day. My mother rushed to the vegetable patch in the back of our house. Returning, she said, "Ayako, look what I found. There are tomatoes falling to the ground." She said, "We have tomatoes to eat." My mother went to pick up the tomatoes stained black by the rain. She offered them to me to eat. I took big bites and ate hungrily. From that evening, however, both of us got a high fever and suffered from severe diarrhea. My mother and I didn't understand what was happening. We couldn't figure out the cause of our diarrhea because we had hardly eaten anything. We hadn't eaten anything for the past 2 to 3 days. We just couldn't figure out what had brought on the diarrhea. Moreover, it was painful, really painful. Radioactivity is so horrible because it completely destroys the human body, causing total destruction of tissue. The A-bomb survivors desperately wondered whether they could make it through the day and how they could survive tomorrow. That was how it was ever since the bombing. That's why for A-bomb victims, both surviving and dying, it was equally hellish. Either way, they had to go through untold sufferings. I wakened to my mission as an A-bomb survivor when my children were around high school age. I told them about my skin discolorations called paleosis, caused by radioactivity. I don't have them now, though. I said to my children, "Now I have regained my health." But before I became well again, I was caught in the atomic bombing in Hiroshima and suffered terribly. Just a single atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima killed as many as 230,000 people. People in Nagasaki were also killed by an A-bomb. This evil must never be repeated again. We must never allow human beings to use nuclear weapons. Never again. For this purpose, I am determined, as a hibakusha, to come out and speak up as an A-bomb survivor. I want you to be prepared for that. I immediately set to work, writing about my first-hand experience of the atomic bombing. And since then, I have been sharing it with my grandchildren and with many other people.